Hey everyone, welcome back to Cars Lover. Today we're diving into a car that once made waves but now lives on in memory, the Maruti Suzuki SX4. Yep, the 2025 model marked its final chapter in India, and if you've ever owned or driven one, you'll know this car had a charm of its own. Now, the SX4 wasn't a top seller in its final days, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a solid car. In fact, it was ahead of its time when it first launched. Back in the day, it was one of the few sedans that offered a higher ground clearance, giving it a slight SUV feel, a kind of crossover vibe before crossovers became the trend. The 2025 version came with a BS6 compliant 1.5-liter petrol engine. It was paired with both a 5-speed manual and a 4-speed automatic gearbox. Not the fastest or the most fuel-efficient in its segment, but it got the job done comfortably. That engine delivered decent performance for daily driving, with smooth city handling and stable highway manners. You didn't buy the SX4 to race, but you could definitely rely on it for long hauls and weekend trips. Design-wise, it had a dated silhouette compared to newer sedans, but it still held a unique presence on the road. It was tall, with a wide front stance, and that upright design gave it a commanding view of the road. The large windows meant great visibility, which is something modern cars sometimes lack. It wasn't flashy, but it had a solid, honest look. Inside, the SX4 was all about space and practicality. The cabin was roomy, especially for front passengers. Rear seat comfort was decent too, though taller passengers might have found the headroom a bit tight. The dashboard layout was straightforward, nothing fancy, but everything was where it should be. The 2025 model had basic features, a touchscreen infotainment system, manual AC, dual airbags, ABS with EBD, enough for a safe and comfortable ride, but not much in terms of tech bells and whistles. Where the SX4 really stood out, though, was build quality. It felt tough. This wasn't one of those lightweight economy cars. The doors shut with a reassuring thud, the suspension handled bad roads without complaint, and even after years of use, many SX4s still feel planted and dependable. It had that old-school Suzuki durability that's hard to come by these days. Sadly, with changing market trends and growing competition, the SX4 couldn't keep up. Buyers wanted sleeker, more tech-loaded sedans or shifted to compact SUVs. So, in 2025, Maruti Suzuki finally pulled the plug. No big announcement, no farewell edition, it just quietly faded out. But for those who've owned one, the SX4 left behind a legacy of practicality, strength, and no-nonsense design. Even now, it's a solid choice in the used car market for people who want a reliable daily driver without breaking the bank. That's it for today's video. If you liked this deep dive into the 2025 Maruti Suzuki SX4, make sure to hit like, share it with fellow car lovers, and don't forget to subscribe to Cars Lover for more automotive stories, reviews, and throwbacks. Catch you in the next one.